Maddie, and welcome back to another PHS Now. This is the December-January edition, and we have some fresh new starts for the new year. We kicked this month off with an interview I did with Miss Riker about the coloring book that was created by art students and used for a literacy project for the district. Hi, I'm Maddie, and I'm here talking to Miss Riker about this new coloring book that her and her art classes have created. So Miss Riker, could you tell me a little bit about the coloring book?
Yeah, so we had 3 classes involved. We had the service learning. That class came up with the concept for the coloring books. And then the art 2 and 3 students, they came up with the actual drawings. And then the design students used Adobe Illustrator to make it digital.
And what grades were involved in this process?
So there was 8 high school classes that were involved in the making of it, and it's going to impact the preschool through the 3rd grade. There was a couple grants involved, so all of the kids are able to take home a coloring book for Christmas.
And what was the overall goal or impact of this project?
So this project was, the idea was a few years ago to have a literacy walk downtown, and so the goal is May 4th through 10th, which is going to be the reading week. They're going to have posters of the colored digital coloring books in the storefront of the involved companies, and it'll be where kids can walk around and go in and see the poster of the coloring book and then get the actual coloring page from the company.
And now we're here with Hannah. And Hannah, how was the process of making this project?
We used Adobe Illustrator to take the drawings from the art class and convert them into vector shapes, and then we made fill so they would have a colored drawing. I worked on one page in collaboration with another student, so each student worked on one page.
And how much time and how long did it take to do each page?
Each student spent about a week on each page.
And how difficult was this project?
It was pretty difficult to get started, but once you get going and actually working with it gets a little bit easier.
Through having to publish it, what are different things you've had to go through so you could get it published?
So we're the last step of the publishing process, and you have to make sure that the fonts and the characters are consistent. So to make sure you get the same font each one, you have to convert it into outlines. So that's what we did.
What letter did you work on?
I worked on the letter O. It stood for Ostrich Farm here in Piqua, and we drew about like a little ostrich with a playground and, of course, the characters from the book.
Now we have Logan, who interviewed the band directors who talked about their holiday virtual concert they did in December.
I'm here with Mr. Hines, who recently put on a Christmas show right before the break. What songs did you perform?
Well, the different bands played a very wide variety of songs. We played Christmas Feast, Magnificent Christmas. The jazz band played a piece called Winter Wonderland, and then a piece called Rest You Merry Samba, the jazz tune.
What kind of obstacles have you had to overcome this season?
Well, the biggest obstacle is just the space. We have a rather small band room for the size of instruments and people that we have in the group. So we've kind of had to work around the spacing and using every inch of space that we have.
How have you felt about this band season? Do you think it's good?
It's been a great year. We've made a lot of progress. We are continuing to make progress. And really, I don't think the pandemic and the spacing and all that has made too much of an effect on us.
I'm here with Mr. Mahaney, who recently put on a virtual Christmas show for the band. What obstacles have you had to overcome during this band season?
Well, we've just had to change our setup a little bit about how we go about things, keeping everyone spread apart. That has just presented some challenges as far as, how we set up in the room, where we put instruments, things like that. And depending on what piece that we do, I mean, that determines, how much percussion that we need in the room, for example. So and that stuff takes up a lot of space. So we have to kind of take into consideration those types of things. Of course, having the mask on when we're not playing and off when we are playing, that kind of thing. It's just a different situation than we're normally used to.
How have you felt about this band season so far?
I've actually felt pretty good about the band season. First of all, this year we have 2 separate concert bands. We have a concert band and a symphonic band, and it's the first time in probably around 10 years that we've been able to do that. So that's been nice, having 2 bands and 2 different ability levels. So that's been really good. So things have gone really well. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with the progress of both groups. I was initially kind of concerned about what we would be able to do in this situation, but it's actually turned out pretty well, much better than I would have anticipated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In December, the high school hosted their very first reverse Christmas parade. Here's some highlights from that event. Opportunity to interview 3 of our senior football players as they signed their letter of intent to their prospective colleges. Hi, I'm here with Lance Reeves-Hicks, who just signed to Princeton. And Lance, what made you choose Princeton?
Overall, I think Princeton's the best fit for me, football, the opportunity, so I just chose Princeton over all my other choices.
What will you be majoring in?
I'll be majoring in either economics or computer science, or maybe a mix of both or something else.
And what are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to, getting a new experience and building relationships with new people and achieving my goals.
Alrighty, and what will you miss most about the Piqua football program?
Overall, I'll miss all my teammates, I'll miss my coaches, I'll miss grinding every day with these guys and being in the weight room and things like that, but it's time for me to move on.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Jarrell Lewis, who just signed with Fordham. And Jarrell, what made you sign with Fordham?
Just with their academics, and then at the end of the day, it ended up being a full athletic scholarship, and that was my goal.
Alrighty, and what are you majoring in?
I'm either going to do dietitian, like for my nutrition, and come back and try to open a gym and train, or I'm going to go into business.
Alrighty, and what are you most excited for?
Being in New York City.
And what do you think you'll miss most about the Piqua High School football program?
Just their tradition and the family atmosphere, and we just want to win at the end of the day.
Alrighty, thank you. Hi, I'm here with Karan Coleman, and Karan just signed with Dayton. Karan, what made you choose Dayton?
I just felt like it was the best opportunity for me. They showed the most interest in me, and I thought it was a great university.
And what are you going to be majoring in?
Something with engineering, I don't know yet.
What are you most excited for?
Just meeting new people, being a part of new experiences, stuff like that.
And what are you going to miss most about Piqua?
Just my teammates, people here, my coaches, everybody involved.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.
We finished this episode off with an interview from Mr. Messick and members of a new club that I'm fortunate enough to be a part of called Rocks, and their goals for the future.
Well, this month, we would like to spotlight a new program that we're starting out here at Piqua High School. It's our first year of it. It's the Rocks program, and I'm going to introduce 3 girls to you guys today, and they're going to tell us a little bit about it. So ladies, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Reagan and I'm a junior. My name's Sydney and I'm a junior.
My name's Reagan and I'm a junior.
So Sydney, can you do me a favor and tell me what is the Rocks program?
So the Rocks program is an all-girls program, and it basically like helps us boost our self-confidence, like deal with all like the girl drama, and like you just hear about high school girls and you just think they're so bad, and we just try to like fix that, I guess.
Right. So you guys basically get together and you kind of work through some of this stuff.
Yeah, we talk about like problem solving, like how can we do to like fix like social media problems, like what can we do to bring into the school.
Okay. And Reagan, what is who's? I know that Miss Drake has got this together, and she came in with me. She talked to me a little bit about the Rocks program, and I was very excited about it. What does Rocks stand for?
It stands for Ruling Our Experiences.
Ruling Your Experiences. And so what are some of the things that you guys are doing as the Rocks program? Because you're up and started right now. I believe it's kind of like I think it's like a 20-week program or something like that you're in. So what are some things that you guys do?
We have discussions about current problems or future, possible situations. We do team bonding exercises, just stuff to kind of get to know each other.
What are some of the team bonding exercises?
We've had lots of like circle discussions, then we've had a few hands-on kind of activities that I struggled with. Brain.
Well, the other day I walked in and you guys were all wearing pink sunglasses.
Oh.
Was that one of your guys' activities, or were you just excited to get your new gear?
We were just excited.
Yeah, we were just excited.
Excellent. Reagan, can you tell me a little bit, why did you want to get involved with the Rocks program?
I thought it was a great opportunity to kind of improve myself and bring some new ideas into the school, like as a whole. And I thought it was just going to be really cool to work with some other girls and work together, yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the skills? I know that the Rocks program, when I was reading about, has a lot of skills about leadership and stuff like that. So what are some of the things that the Rocks program centers itself around?
We really work together, and it's all about collaborating with one another and like just improving ourselves socially, mentally, physically, and it's just a really good program to better each other.
So I was kind of going through the curriculum and looking. This was back when Miss Drake, approached me with it, and she mentioned that you guys will actually do a self-defense.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not really. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but I know we are going to take some self-defense classes, and I think I speak for all of us when I say that we're really excited for those.
I can imagine. I know that she's going to bring somebody in, and that's very exciting. It sounds like a wonderful program. I'm so glad that we're getting it started, and I thank Miss Drake, for getting this program here at Piqua. But more importantly, I thank you, young ladies, just to get this started. It takes a lot, and obviously, you guys are all wonderful people, and thank you for coming out and talking to me.
It was nice seeing you again this month, and join us next month for a fresh new episode. And remember, I'm Maddie. As we leave the show, here are some clips from Winterfest that took place in January.